Perhaps all are sure that computers changes and progress very quickly. But some base ideas remain surprisingly long. Has any cardinally changes in games logic since 1985? Certainly, the graphics is better, as well as video adapters and processors are quicker now. Yes, we passed into three-dimensional display in games. And games become more and more naturalistic. It is truth. But what appeared really original in games for the last 10, 20, even 25 years? So can we use the third dimension not only in computer visualization, but in logic too? Can we force player to think volumetric? What improvements we can bring not for eye, but for reason? And what exactly we receive from new computer games for personality development except production of books reading and except the fast spoiling of eyes? What means, if it is difficult to answer these questions for us? We believe it means that it is sometimes more important to modernize on base principle than to add more power in CPU or GPU. Well, imagine that you simply play chess. Old kind chess that cracked by special computers many years ago, and which theory described in chess theory books in smallest details. But let's change our task a little. Let's try to add third measurement in this ancient strategic game, carefully keeping their rules meanwhile. When we add the third measurement in classic chess, we receive chess cube instead of a chessboard. Therefore the name, Chess InCube, looks logically here. Chess InCube is a new stage in evolution of the classic chess game, which transferred one in three-dimensional space. The transfer of the game to the three-dimensional space is resulted to explosive increase the number of moves and variants of game course, that brings absolutely new tactical and strategic capabilities. Overcoming limitations of two-dimensional classic chess, Chess InCube artfully saves their traditions and fundamentals, but brings in a lot of new possibilities. Support of OpenGL features, and rich control and customization possibilities in Chess Cube, allows to be fluent in new game space for any gamer. You can adjust properties of transparency, parameters of prospect display, internal and external grids, models and behavior of chessmen. Chess InCube provides completely customizable interface, which allows you to be guided conveniently in new game space. Thus, this project is also optimum for educational needs, for active growing of volumetric thinking, strategic and tactical skills. The practice shows that beginners are completely mastered in the new rich and customizable game interface, approximately for 10 or 20 minutes. It is possible to play game both with the partner person and with the built-in robot, which has number levels of complexity. The most important that base versions of game really keeps the classical chess dynamism and players' rating. Chess InCube keeps usual rules for figures moving and rates of chess gamers, but the amount of variations during the game is increased at least 10 times. It helps to avoid theoretization and forecasting that we have during a usual chess match. The game can be adapted for mobile devices, in particular for tablets with OpenGL-compatible hardware. Besides huge external potential, this project has also powerful internal ways for further development. Our future vision, versions for Windows contains battlefields up to 4 players, allows to have the strengthened set of figures, addition projections and viewpoints, and allows to play a game off computer network with human opponent, or with the specialized robot. So, we offer not simply computer game. We offer an intellectual task for the millennium. Invention of classic chess game in 3-dimensional space is the most essential updating of this ancient game for the last 1,000 years. So, participation in this project can be participation in business so long as history of chess. Anyway, Chess InCube is really original game, which is stand out on the usual game software background. It is necessary to try to everyone who positions itself as the tri-intellectual. Invest and join.